Yeah, hi, my name is Haikal. I'm a first year student at Social Science. So today I'll be interviewing VJ. Tell me more about you.
Okay, so my name is Vijay. I'm a student of the Science Faculty in UM. I'm from the Biology Department. I'm studying Ecology and Biodiversity. I'm from Malacca, and I'm a first year student in UM.
Okay.
That's about it.
So I'll be interviewing you about the implementation of ICERD in Malaysia.
Okay.
First of all, I want to get a general idea. Do you understand about racial discrimination generally?
Yeah, in my understanding, racial discrimination is when a specific ethnicity or ethnic group, right? They put down or they look down on another minority or ethnic group, which they feel like it's inferior to them, and it's something that's based on purely nothing but the way that the person was born. It's based on something that the people have no control over. And for me, usually it's based on skin color, from my understanding, racial discrimination.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay, so with that, do you think that exists in Malaysia, racial discrimination?
I mean, yes, of course, because regarding racial discrimination, I've experienced it myself all through my years studying as a student in SK schools, in SMK schools. I've had first-hand experience, and up until now, although there's fewer cases, I do still see racial discrimination in online media, in daily life, in everywhere basically.
And do you think it's a serious problem?
The thing is that it is one of the most serious problems that a society, a country can face. But the thing is that we've gotten so used to it that we as a society have become numb to it. So for the people, it's not really an issue anymore because it's part of our life. When something has been a problem for too long, you stop seeing it as a problem, and you start seeing the part of life. And that's what racial discrimination in Malaysia has become these days.
So basically, people are just accepting it.
Yes, they're accepting it. They're not accepting it, but of course, the minorities will go against it, will not want to be racially discriminated, right? Who wants to? But it's gotten to a point where no one is actually actively speaking up against it because they know there's no point.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so have you heard of ICERD? Do you know what it is?
ICERD, it's been a big issue earlier this year, right? Before that, it's International Convention of Elimination of Racial Discrimination, right? Yeah. It's been implemented in a few Western European countries.
Do you know what it is? What purpose it serves?
If I'm correct from the title itself, right, it's supposed to eliminate racial discrimination on a countrywide level to oppose. There's nothing else to say, right? It's all in the title, elimination of racial discrimination.
Here's what I learned. It's not just about eliminating it among the people, but any laws, any government.
It's about removing any laws or what is it called? Basically removing all written laws that discriminate a certain race and which apply to one race and not the other. It's like giving an advantage, on how do you say, on governmental level. It's not just societal level. It's where the government itself sees races as separate things that deserve separate treatment.
Yeah, okay. So with that, do you agree on implementing it in Malaysia?
I believe in what the idea of behind ICERD is. Although I agree that having the impact that ICERD is trying to implement on our country will be a beneficial one, I feel like it's not the most effective way to tackle Malaysia in particular. In other countries, it's easily accepted, yes, true. But in Malaysia, it's a fickle case. Although I would like to see ICERD implemented in many countries as possible, but I don't feel like it's the best way to start off in Malaysia.
Okay, any specific reason on why you don't think it's a good idea?
In my opinion, Malaysia itself was based on some commandments, laws that do specifically state that Islam is the main religion, that they will be given the priority in any matters, right? So it's been going on for 50 plus years in that form. And if you just come out of nowhere and say that no, we want to completely eliminate that and we want to give everyone equal ground, equal footing, right? Of course, the people who have been benefiting from that rukun, right, from that law, will oppose it. Because most of all, what I feel the problem here is that the Bumi Putras, which are usually the ones opposing ICERD, right, feel threatened. Because I have talked to some friends of my own and asked them about their opinion on this matter, and they say that we should not let ourselves be trampled by the other races, by the other ethnic groups. That we have our own priorities. We are the main race, so we should not let our privilege be taken away from us just like that. And that's what ICERD intends to do, to take away that privilege that's been given to them.
Okay, what if one day ICERD is implemented, it's been ratified in Malaysia, maybe in 10 years or so, what do you think people's reaction would be? How would they react to all this?
The thing that I feel like, if you see in social media, right, most of our youths have speaking up about this matter. You can see that most of them are quite split. The Bumiputra section is about 50-50 split. Some of them do believe in ICERD. Some of them feel like no, it's a threat to our privilege. But the other non-Bumiputras, you can see that they do support ICERD, right? And I feel like in 10 years or so, still the reaction will be still the same. Because first of all, our youth is still being educated by the same system, and the system has been teaching them for how many years now, and they will still be taught in the same ideology. Another thing is that politicians these days, they don't like to give up their position so easily. Even in 10 years, most of them will still be in power. You can see that some of politicians have been in power for about 80, 90 years old, right? Our Prime Minister is 90 something years old.
Yeah.
So in 10 years, I feel like Malaysians will still be strongly opposed against ICERD, and the reaction will not be as different. It will still be relatively the same.
That is how it is now.
Yes, as how it is now.
Thank you so much for your time.